Hey, welcome back, everyone. Tom from Park Avenue Trading, your chief dealer, keeping you sane in these insane markets. It is 10:47 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, June 16th, 2025, and I have a declaration to make. I have absolutely no idea what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. There's been a shift. Dollar yen is not really leading the way anymore. There's more of a shift into sterling dollar, and the euro dollar actually making some noise that is messing with my cross mentality. So right now, as it stands, starting with sterling yen. And this is what's confusing me. Okay, we got support right now at 165, say 60. I got it at 68 here, so like 60. All right. So far, we popped through it, a couple of times, not really significantly. When we came up here, when we broke down through here, we came down to 195, say 42. So 195.58. So really, I should move this down to 195, say, I'm going to go down to 195.42. I'm going to, right there, that's good enough. So sterling yen right now is trading in between these 2 points, the 196.30 and 195.42. All right, so a warning for me would be a break, a sustained break above that 60 level, and it's not happening. I did take a short on this earlier at like 195.73, thinking that we would break down through the 65 level, which we did, but got really nothing out of it. I basically squared it like 195.63. So I said, I have no idea what's happening here. I also went long earlier, dollar yen at 144.12. Had a stop at 143.70. Market came very close to it as it rallied up to it re-rallied up to 144 the figure briefly. I escaped the trade at 97, so it took a small loss on that. And now dollar yen's back up to 144.05. So really, I'm sorry to say, I have no idea. So really what needs to happen in sterling yen, it needs to get above this 196.30. So if we could see, let's say we get a pump up and we get a high above 30, slightly high above 30, and in the next couple hours we get another higher high. That's actually confirming that the 195, say 60 level should hold, and then the lower support at 195.30 should hold, and we're moving up to 196.60. So everything's really tight right here right now. A break above 195.60 is opening a door to 197, the figure. So I'm sorry I don't really have much. That's all I got. So if you're a sterling yen bull and you didn't get long at the lower level, well, you'd probably, how I would look at it is I would look for the breakout upward with 2 consecutive higher highs on a decent time frame. I'm not talking about like a 15-minute chart or a 10-minute chart, like maybe a couple of hours or something. And only bloody problem we got with that is that the market might not give us the opportunity. There's always the chance for false breaks. Let me put this back up so it's right here. That's the point. All right, so let's go over to good old sterling dollar itself. All right, man, sterling dollar's been holding up quite well. Obviously, we got resistance at 136.31. That's the really key short-term resistance right here. This high. It's got to hold. Let's see where we got up to, like 20. Yeah, it's got to hold like. I'm gonna move this up to like 70. I'll move it up to 60. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move it up to 66. Right there. In this, like right by this old point. Okay, right. It has to hold 135.67. All right. If it breaks down through this, we could be possibly going back down to the 135.15. Cable looks bid. I don't know what's going on, but something's going on that I don't know. However, my warning level would be a break of like say 135.70ish. If that was to happen, then potentially we're drifting down to 135.13. If you're a sterling bull, you'd want to probably wait to the 130 560 if the market gives us that opportunity to look at price action here. However, if we break above this 136.30, okay, like I just said before, with like say 2 consecutive higher highs, don't have to be significantly higher, but on a decent time frame, most likely we're looking at 136.80 and potentially 137 the figure. Cable's bid, man. Cable's bid right now. Let's go over to, I want dollar yen. Where's dollar yen? Let me find dollar yen. Oh, here's that beast, man. This one's been messing with me. All right, so these levels are still good. I mean, this is unbelievable. We were trading between these two levels. We finally broke down, but not significantly, you know. Oh, boy. Let's see something here. Okay, this messed me up because I had resistance at like 144, right here, 144.36. We blew up through it. But notice, we had two on a 12-hour. We had 2 consecutive higher highs, basically saying that, you know, the level that I had at like 144, the figure should have held. It didn't. It came back down. Actually, I would have needed to place my stop down here, but for me, for a day trade, that was too deep. So, as it stands right now, dollar yen is in a chop. If it can get through 144, say 35 again, it's showing, you know, some type of strength, but then it's got the monster resistance at 87 and 145, say 04. I'm sorry to say, I really have no good idea in it. I don't know. I just see the support and I see the resistance. The true support for the thing, if you're a long-term trader, is down here. Okay, because this is the valley, right? So it's down. It's like right. Let me move this up a little bit. Right there is a true support for this thing. That's a little bit too far for me for a day trade on a Monday. So I don't, like I said, I really don't know what's happening. I'll probably be kicking myself later going, wow, I could have got long, and you know, now it's at 145 the figure. But hey, it's better to miss an opportunity than to force a trade. Let's go over to euro yen. Euro yen. This one's been bid, man. This one's really been bid. It's hitting upper resistance at 167.12. It's held so far. It's actually held the 66.70 level on this last 12 hours. Let's go down to a 4-hour chart. You could see a couple attempts of the marketplace trying to take this out. As it stands right now, let's see. It's got to hold this level. Got to hold 166.72. If it can hold this and punch up through this 166, say 167. I'm sorry, 167.21. We're on our way. So 166.70 has to hold. If we punch up through this, it's heading up. You know, well, where? You know, well, I think I got a point up here. No, I don't. I got a point at 167.56 right there. That's a point I got. All right. Sorry, guys and gals. I really don't have much to offer today. But I gave you the points, and maybe you got a better idea than I do. If you do, leave them in the comments. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And remember, always head over to Park Avenue Trading. Get yourself a free ebook. And as a short-term trader, enjoy the party, but dance in the door. Cheers.